better now that we're together, if you know what I mean. And I think you do. Donald Sterling, did you see last night the shocking, offensive comments that he was making? All right, I'll break that down. And Beyonce's sister bashed Jay Z in the elevator. And that would be my top story, so let's get to it. It's time for Hot Topics. I had to take it back to season 3 of The Wendy Show. Well, here's the thing. I didn't want to miss a beat in the story, so I have my own notes too. Okay, let's talk about it. All right, so the biggest story around the world seems to be Jay Z being attacked in the elevator by Beyonce's sister Solange. It's leading on all the newscasts. Of course, it's a hot topic here, but it's amazing how the world has let go of everything else important and is talking about this. She is kicking his behind. And the security guard's trying to hold her back. Beyonce's next to Jay Z in the corner. And I know you've seen this footage before, and you know that Beyonce waited a long time before she stepped in between them. Yes, she almost kicked him in his area, but he caught it. This was at, as you might know by now, the after party to the Met Gala. It was at a place here in Manhattan called the Standard Hotel. The hotel is upset because the footage even got out, because this is supposed to be a place that caters to celebrities. But who falls for that? You know, of course, this footage probably made somebody rich. The only thing that would make somebody richer is the person who's got the audio. Okay, so now, you know, I will just say that the people have been speculating and saying, well, why didn't Beyonce get in the middle? In my mind, Beyonce didn't get in the middle because Solange was probably attacking him over something that he knows he was dead wrong about, and therefore, sister didn't get in the middle. And a lot of people are also saying, well, Jay Z really held his head because, you know, real men don't hit girls, except there's some footage online of Jay Z hitting a female fan back in the day. Allegedly. The legal team is up there going crazy with the alleged button. The video, everyone, is 3 minutes and 27 seconds. So if you'd like to see the whole video, you can do that on your time. But the bodyguard to Beyonce stopped the elevator in the middle of, you know, going down. They were exiting the party, so they were on their way out to the paparazzi to get in the car and stuff. So stopped the elevator, and the fight went on. And I guess the security guard, by not just... Look, Beyonce and the security guard were standing there like this is nothing new between Solange and Jay Z. You know, it didn't look like something new. I mean, otherwise, wouldn't you have jumped in the way and stopped it if you were Beyonce? If this was something new, she just stood there in a very delicate dress. I mean, if she did much more, a boob would pop out, because, you know, she was wearing that very revealing dress. All right, so here's what I have. Solange's purse. You know, you see there at one point, by the way, at one point, I think I even see Solange spitting on him. You know what I mean? Solange's purse right there is a 1.1 pound Anna Heinmark metal bag. So it could have definitely done some damage if she connected with his face. In addition, people are saying that inside of this after party to the Met, that Solange got into some sort of argument with the fashion designer Rachel Roy. Now, Rachel Roy used to be an intern at the Rock or whatever, back in the day. And that is when, look, I'm sorry, I gotta say something when I get in the purple chair, so I'm talking. Now look. Back in the day, those offices were Dame Dash and Jay Z. This is going back to my radio days, you all. Come on, rock with me. There were pretty girls and models walking all around there, posing as interns and secretaries. And it's also was known, I'll say alleged, for the legal team, that Dame and Jay Z would pass girls around up there. Rachel, were you one of those girls? Come here, Suzanne. I want to give you an example of why it might have been that Solange came out of her face at Rachel in the party in front of other people. Because Jay probably did some stupid slick man mess, walking with his wife like this. How I'm doing? No, but you know what I mean? Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I can't figure out how it is that Beyonce did not get involved with this unless something happened to that party that Beyonce knows that Solange was right and Solange is just sick and tired of it. And she probably went over to his face during the party and said something slick like, you know what? You're not gonna do this with my sister right here. You're not gonna do this with my sister right here, right? And then the three of them left the party, and as soon as the elevator door closed, there's 3 minutes and 27 seconds of beatdown. I mean, so, you know, and then Dame Dash went on and married Rachel. So therefore, you know, when Rockefeller, whatever split up, Jay Z's parting shot could have probably been something like, and I had your wife. Listen, this is a disgusting business. That's all I'm gonna say. This business is so disgusting that I can't. And people were accusing, you know, saying, well, maybe Solange was drunk and therefore went out. But when we show her walking out of the place, she doesn't look drunk. Roll that footage. She doesn't, let's just watch this together, okay? There's the security guard. She doesn't look drunk. She's not teetering on her heels. Her hair is laid. Shout out to her hairstylist. Now watch this, watch. He's not allowed to get in the car, and Beyonce gives a smile and gets in the car with her sister. Now, you can ride with whatever theory that you have about this, but I'm sticking with the Wendy theory. I'm sorry. By the way, everybody needs a sister or cousin or something like that in a Solange. So, you know, Solange, you know, good for you and good for your earlobes too, girl. You have both earrings. You still look put together. But you don't mess with Solange when it comes to Beyonce. You know that, or when it comes to her mom. The word on the street has always been that when Matthew came home with the mistress and pregnant with the little half-brother Nixon, that Solange took it to her father too. You know, you just don't mess with Solange. And I'm trying to think of what in the hell a sister is getting in the way of her married sister, because like your marriage is sacred, you know. Your marriage is sacred, and but there aren't too many reasons I think that a sister would get in the way and start pummeling in a public venue. Now, the elevator was private, but everybody knows the cameras are watching. And they were stepping out to the paparazzi. And this is Beyonce and Jay Z. Like, I don't think she was out of her mind. I think that Jay Z has done something really foul more than a few times in this marriage. And it is my belief that these two people, unfortunately, because I think he dips it where he works and dips it like in the industry, in my opinion. So therefore, when you go into the Oscars or you go to the Met Gala or you go to this party, it's not like random chicks. There's Rachel Roy and there's this one, and there's that one, and no. Oh. And this is not my last note, but this is the last thing I have written down on here. Shut up, you guys. Beyonce used to have a tattoo of Jay Z on her ring finger. Show the picture and pull up on the ring. Do you see? Okay. I hate this show. We are so damn nosy. Let's show the picture of a ringless Beyonce so we can pull up on that finger and see that the tattoo is on its way off. There's a little Band-Aid over it. Do you understand, or are you just awing? Am I like Angela Lansbury? You know, I always appreciated Murder, She Wrote because she doesn't use a gun, she just uses her brain and knows the clues. See, I don't use a gun, but I think this is some pretty damn good detective work. In conclusion, something smells very rotten in Denmark. And I think that all marriages go through stuff. And so they're no different in terms of stuff than any marriage. But I think that Jay Z and Beyonce, I wish that they weren't going on this world tour. I think that they need to have several seats for a moment. I don't want to see them going to Nets games. I don't want to see them out for dinner. Cook something, or hire a. You know, you got to cook at home. You're like, you all just need to. You all just need to, like, I think that they need to lay low. As much as we love to see them out and about, I enjoy seeing them at the games also smiling and having a good time. And when they're out with that little daughter, now look at her checking his text. I mean, you see, then the more they go out now, the more under scrutiny their relationship is going to be. And that's not right, because all marriages go through something. It just so happens that there's something is on a Sherry Shepherd is so happy that this story happened. Sherry. Hey, Sherry girl, I'm telling you, whatever you and your husband, soon to be ex-husband, are going through, all you gotta do is wait a beat and another celebrity does something and everybody forgets. So Sherry is someplace like, thank God for Solange. It is a very unfortunate situation. I don't think that this couple is going to make a statement. Why do they have to make a statement? I don't believe that they have to make a statement. What are they gonna statementize? You know, I've said what I said, and you'll keep talking, because we're all talking. It's the front page of the news, and it's the lead newscast on every news thing. Solange, more power to you. And Beyonce, I wish I had a sister who would fight like that. I mean, I know she would, but my sister's older than me. And she'd be scared of breaking bones. And Jay Z, no good's gonna come to you until you fill in the blanks. So now, did you see this jerk, that old senile man, Donald Sterling, last night? And I hate to call him old and senile on account of my father's older than him. If my father wasn't 83 to his 80 years old, maybe I could forgive, because, you know, my father, I think, is the oldest person that Daddy, you're the oldest person I know. And Mommy, you're second. No, but you know how sometimes, my mom is hot, she's 79. But what I mean is that for many people, they don't have older people in their families, or they don't know older people, so therefore you give sometimes we as humans tend to give older people a pass, you know, on ignorant behavior because they're old. Except if you know older people, then you know, older people know what they're saying. Donald Sterling sat down at 8 o'clock last night with Anderson Cooper and apologized for his racist comments. Except, like most ignorant people, the more they talk, the more of a hole they dig for themselves. Now, so now, he said things about Magic Johnson that were truly shocking and vicious, and roll it.
What has he done? Can you tell me? Big Magic Johnson, what has he done?
Well, he's a business person.
He's got AIDS. Did he do any business? Did he help anybody in South LA?
Well, I think he has HIV. He doesn't actually have full-blown AIDS. But.
Well, what kind of a guy goes to every city, has sex with every girl, then he catches HIV? And is that someone we want to respect and tell our kids about? I think he should be ashamed of himself. I think he should go into the background. But what does he do for the black people? Doesn't do anything.
I'm not gonna even talk about his one-dye process shoe polish hair. Or his disheveled, off to the side, too tight shirt. I'm just gonna get right to the comments. Where on God's green earth do you allow your father to walk out of the house? I'm not even talking about the old man, okay? I'm talking about his kids now. I mean, where do you not review with your father what he's going to say when he gets in front of that man on national TV? He should have rehearsed that speech in front of the whole family. Now, I'm sorry. And that wasn't a live interview. That wasn't live, was it? No, it was taped.
Earlier that.
Why is it that there is nobody? First of all, that the old man has no publicist, but publicist, schmublicist. If you've got a decent wife, Mrs. Sterling, and if you've got decent children, Sterling kids, and at least one decent lawyer, all three or one are supposed to be off to the side. And every time old Pop steps out of pocket, you're supposed to tell Anderson, cut. Anderson Cooper, you're a better person than I could ever be. Because I've never been in a fight in my life, but I swear to goodness, I would have jumped up and punched that old man in his face. Honestly. And if you've never agreed with me before in saying that none of the Sterlings should be involved with the NBA or the Clippers organization, hopefully seeing something like that would make you say, you're right, Wendy. The whole family, as a matter of fact, the whole family's gonna need personal security for the rest of their lives. And I'm not saying anything, I'm just thinking something. What is the world coming to? I mean, but you do realize that there are a larger than we think pocket of Americans who feel just like him. And P.S., they're not all 80 and above. Some of them are 18 and 28 and 8. Sad, sad. And by the way, Donald Sterling, I happen to think that you're jealous of Magic because Magic might have had a piece of V. Number one. And number two, Magic Johnson has done a lot for not just the black community, communities in general. First of all, he's got those delicious TGI Fridays. He has helped in the regentrification of Harlem by installing the big Magic Johnson Theater complex. He saved my former radio station when it was going belly up because allegedly they didn't know how to manage money, so Magic came to New York and bought that. And he also makes affordable mortgages for many people around this country who can't afford to go or don't have the wherewithal to get mortgages. So you know what, old man, put that in your pipe and smoke it. Let's turn down. Come on. Look. Oh no. Oh, no, I love you more. On a lighter note, Angelina Jolie needs to fire her makeup artist. Well, I'm gonna tell you why. She normally looks like she's one of those women who, regardless of what you think about her, and I think a lot, I don't know about you, she is a really pretty woman without a whole bunch of makeup and mess. Like she doesn't even put, the false eyelashes are a rarity to see her out with false eyelashes and a whole bunch of eyeshadow and stuff. Like she doesn't do all that. But she was caught stepping out last night on a red carpet and she was with her husband and HD cameras are different than regular people's eyes. Do you see all that? Hey, are you able to see it? Yeah. Okay, good. It's all, the powder's all down here and all around here, and you can't see the HD powder to the naked eye. There's such a difference between makeup that you wear for HD and makeup that you wear just to walk around the streets. And I know we've seen girls with the powder all over their faces before, but I think, the celebrity girls, I think like we've seen Longoria do it and some of the other girls. And it happens, I guess, from time to time, but this right here is a travesty. This is Angelina Jolie, and that's not supposed to be going down. I'm exhausted. Are we ready to do more show? Yeah! Terrific.